we're a little bit concerned at the moment, aren't we, darling?
We are, yes.
James's brother Hugo's daughter Magenta got married yesterday to a Russian, didn't she?
Yes.
And we went to the wedding, obviously, and we left. We escaped
Pretty much
earlier than we were intending to, weren't we?
Yes.
It was all a little bit frightening.
Yes. Well, I think yes. It was. I think we probably got ourselves into a bit of a stew, to be honest, because we'd had a few drinks. So I think, I mean, obviously this is the morning after. So, but even so, we woke up this morning and we thought, "Phew, that was an escape." Wasn't it?
I just hope nobody noticed that we had escaped. We were on a table of all those Russians, weren't we? And none of them could speak English at all.
No.
And they were terribly, terribly severe, weren't they?
They were.
And
yes.
well, James was, trying his best to crack a joke, weren't you?
Well, I was.
You were very, very funny, darling, I have to say.
I thought I was.
Funny.
I thought I was on form.
Yes,
I really did think I was on form.
And they just glared at him with these. I mean, oh gosh, that one opposite you, darling, with these beady eyes. I mean, he was absolutely terrifying.
I mean, whatever. I mean, I did some of my funniest jokes. Back when I was in Oxford at the Bullingdon Club, I was known as a bit of a wag, and I used to come up with some jolly good. I used some of my best.
You still do, to be fair.
I do. And I used some of my. I thought, no, I'm gonna make him smile at least.
Yes.
And I delved back into the past, some of my best material, some of the funniest stuff I think I've ever come up with, and nothing. It was like the
blank,
absolute
blank. And just stared.
He stared.
It was that stare.
He stared.
Darling.
Yes, he did stare. Yes, it was a bit unnerving.
It was very, very unnerving, and we decided to sort of duck and leave a little bit because they were talking about Putin, weren't they?
They were. Yes,
and we didn't
Putin.
like that because we didn't know what they were saying. No. Of course, we didn't speak Russian, so we didn't really understand.
No, we heard the word Putin, Vladimir. I can't do the accent.
Vladimir. We heard.
Very good. My goodness! Did you hear that? Do it again, darling.
Privyet. I know what that means.
What does that mean?
Because I did ask. I heard them say privyet.
Sounds like privet. It's like privet head.
It does sound like privet.
Privet head. It's
that's
not.
Hello.
Oh, is it?
That's hello. Privyet.
Oh, did you?
It's hello.
Oh, so you were conversing with them?
Well, I just asked because I just thought it might be nice to know how to say hello. So I did. I listened.
Yes.
And I asked if that meant hello, and I was told yes, it does. So I did say hello, but that's all I could say.
For the whole evening, of course. And
well, you can't just go around going, hello, putting up to everybody, can you?
Well, you can, but of course you're... Yes.
Wouldn't they?
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to laugh properly.
Well, exactly.
It unwinds you, doesn't it?
We feel a little bit more relaxed. I mean, we didn't sleep very well, did we?
No.
Because I don't know, we thought we were going to be chased or something.
Yes.
I don't know. We've got what's his name, the gamekeeper outside, Richard, the gamekeeper.
Yes, Richard's out there with the
on guard.
He's on guard. He hasn't
just in case.
He's very kindly. He's outside at the moment. It's actually raining and it's quite windy and cold actually. But he did. Well, he didn't volunteer. I said to him, "Would you mind just standing on guard?" And he's got there with a shotgun, of course, because we were just a bit nervous that because we didn't get on that well with the Russians, that we've kind of gone to ground, haven't we? Just in case.
Yes, we have.
We've gone to ground.
But the thing is, I mean, they've married into your family, darling.
Yes, I know.
I mean, she's Russian.
I know.
I mean, he's Russian. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. Which is very, very concerning.
Yes.
I mean, we've watched that programme, haven't we?
Yes.
On television.
Which one is that?
That Mafia.
Oh God, yes. God, yeah. And that probably hasn't helped us watching the Mafia and then seeing, yes.
And then being surrounded as we were.
By them. We won't say, sorry darling, no. We won't say that they were Mafia. I'm sure they weren't Mafia. So I've had quite a few stiff ones of these.
We've been non-stop since we came back, haven't we? Trying to calm our nerves.
I had one. I broke my rule of having one before 10 o'clock. I don't normally do that. We normally wait till 10 after 10 o'clock, occasionally, to have a drink.
Before we nestle down to lunch.
Liquid breakfast. So yes, we watched that programme, so we were a bit concerned, and then we went, and they just didn't, nothing, there was nothing there.
It was quite extraordinary.
Nothing there at all, just stared at us. And I do hope, because of course they all know This is a worry. They'll probably be able to find out because the Russians
Well, they'll know through your brother, darling, where we are.
But also because
very easily find out.
God, do you think he would? Do you think?
I mean,
do you think he's going to
say? Darling,
tell them where we
jokes,
live?
I think your jokes they thought were being offensive.
No,
I think they were. I think they were, darling. Because
no.
They were very funny. I mean, you were being very funny, and
But
I was laughing.
But
at
it was,
you, and it looked as if we were laughing at them because none of them laughed. Like, none of them.
Oh God, do you think? Oh no, I did. Oh God, I did one about the Cossacks. It was a joke, very funny, but I did it at the Bullingdon Club about the Russian, based upon the Russian Cossacks, and I won't do the whole joke now, but it was funny. Yes, of course the Cossacks, and of course they might have been it might have been
it was
Cossacks.
Almost like you were taking the mickey out of them, wasn't it? I mean,
well,
you were
not
bending
directly.
down and doing that dance and everything, weren't you?
Oh God, yes, I did the whole routine where I do the whole Cossack dancey thing, and then.
Kicking your legs out like that, and they just didn't find it amusing, did they?
I thought they might. I thought that one. I was.
You were hoping to break the ice.
I was really, and I've had quite a few of
bevies. It didn't break any ice at all. It was as thick as anything, wasn't it?
Jeez.
Yes, but I'm terribly worried for Hugo. Actually.
Yes.
And Magenta. I mean, she's marrying into that.
I know.
I mean, I didn't particularly like her husband. Did you?
No. No, not really.
Sergio.
They're all called Sergio, aren't they? Sergio, Vladimir.
Vladimir or Sergio.
Again, he wasn't very smiley, was he? Even he was getting married. You think he'd be smiling at his marriage, but no, he wasn't.
No, and the other thing. No, the other thing was that I didn't like.
I can't do the voice.
What I didn't like was he did his speech.
Yes.
I thought Hugo did a jolly good speech.
Lovely speech. Lovely speech.
The best man.
Yes.
Gave a speech in Russian.
Yes.
So nobody.
No idea. No subtitles. No one basically there interpreting for us.
No.
Predominantly English. It is in England that this happened.
And then when Sergio stood up, he did his in Russian as well, which I thought was a little bit because Hugo doesn't speak Russian.
No.
Magenta doesn't speak Russian.
No, she doesn't.
They all speak English, so it's a little bit suspicious that they were all just speaking Russian. I don't know if it was a code or something. I mean, we don't know what they were talking about.
We don't know what they were saying. It could have been
we don't know what they were talking about.
It could have been something sort of coded. Something. I mean, it could be for was it not the KGB anymore?
No.
What do they call it? FSB. I think the
FSB.
Yeah, they're like the old KGB. So they might have been talking to each other about.
Gosh.
How frightening. That one over there, or that couple over there. Let's rub them out. Put them on the list. Put them on the list of people we need to rub out.
But why would they rub us out, darling?
Because what we represent.
One gets a little bit suspicious when you hear of all these nasty, these poisonings and things.
Oh, Lord!
I mean, it was the most frightening experience.
I didn't check this before we poured it.
I poured it, darling. It was a new bottle, so don't worry.
Yeah, but somebody could have come.
Don't start going like that because I won't sleep and I'll be paranoid about it. Please don't. That's mine. I know. I opened it myself.
I'm not saying that you tampered with the whiskey. I'm just saying that's the sort of thing they would do. They would break into the house when we weren't here. Luckily, we've got Richard on the guard at the moment.
What if you're not here? What if they do that and I'm on my own?
Well, we've got Richard, and Richard.
But what if they bump Richard off outside? And then I'm on my own or something. Just me alone.
No, don't worry. What we'll do? Listen. Don't worry, darling. Don't listen. Do listen because what? Sorry, obviously do listen. I'm not Richard. What we're going to do? I'm going to train up the gardener because I've got obviously lots of guns. Train him up to shoot very quickly, and also listen. Then we've got Cook. We'll get a local militia going to look after the house. Okay, they can look after the house.
What on earth is Cook going to do? Throw a pancake in their face or something?
Cook's very good with knives, so we'll get Cook involved. A local militia, and you will be protected 24/7. 24/7, you will be protected
by Cook with her frying pan. That's really going to work.
Cook does get quite.
I mean, one does have to laugh.
Cook does get quite testy though. She does. She'd
frighten anybody away.
She does get quite testy.
She would frighten anybody away.
She frightens me.
That makes me feel better. She chased him out of the kitchen.
She did with a knife.
When you were doing...
So there we go.
He went to make some scrambled eggs by himself and came off.
No, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like me trying to have a go at cooking.
Well, that's cheered me up. That has cheered
there
me
you
up.
go.
Oh, they won't get past
They won't. Cook and Richard, no, that's true. Let's drink to the militia, the local militia.
Yes, our own militia.
Our own militia.